What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
Welcome back to our Patriots draft series. I'm Alex Barth alongside Evan Lazar. And if Evan looks so giddy, it's because we're about to discuss the offensive line.
My favorite part of the draft right here. Let's get in the trenches. Let's get into the big uglies. Let's do this.
Before we do, let me just remind you this segment is powered by betonline.ag. Visit clnsmedia.com/win and use the promo code CLNS50 for 50% cash back. Evan, the Patriots offensive line as it stands right now is actually in really good shape.
I don't want to hear all the complaints that they drafted an offensive lineman in the first round. I don't want to hear it. That's the reason why they won the Super Bowl last year. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it.
Let me just say this. Top to bottom, they're pretty locked up. Isaiah Wynn coming in as the left tackle. That's the one wild card. But they seem to be in pretty good shape. But like you said, they do love to take offensive linemen. They're never adverse to taking an offensive lineman. Right. So give me one early, one middle, and one late that they could possibly look at.
Got to talk about Chris Lindstrom from BC.
Yeah.
All right, so the Patriots love this guy. Everybody loves this guy. The whole league, all 32 teams would love to have Chris Lindstrom on their team. It's just a matter of where he ends up being. He's a guard, right? He's an interior offensive lineman. I think he has a little bit of potential to play right tackle, but I wouldn't really test it. I would put him at guard, and he's going to start for you for the next 10 years and be an absolute stud. His absolutely one of the fastest guys off the ball on the offensive line that I've seen in a very long time. Him and Garrett Bradbury are like two of the fastest guys off the ball in a draft in a very long time. His combine testing was excellent. When you watch his film at BC, he's like up the field to the second level on some of these combo blocks like almost instantly. It's pretty incredible to watch. That's the type of guy that you're getting in the Patriots. We know that they love having athletic guards. So that's one of those guys that you got to circle.
All right, how about middle rounds?
So I think that's kind of where we're going to start talking about tackles, right?
Yeah.
And I think that, Isaiah Wynn, the hope is that he's going to be the guy, but hopefully we can get a tackle in here that can play some swing tackle, play left or right.
Isaiah Wynn aside, Lazar and Waldo's not here anymore.
Right.
They still need that swing, that sixth offensive lineman.
Yes, they need that swing tackle, and maybe they have a guy that can push Isaiah Wynn a little bit too.
Right.
So Max Sharping out of Northern Illinois is the guy that I think a lot of people screams Patriots to a lot of people. Very high IQ player. This is a guy that's very, very smart in the classroom and very, very smart. And I'm not talking about a whiteboard. I'm talking about the actual classroom at Northern Illinois. He got recruited by a lot of Ivy Leagues. That's the type of guy that we're talking about. He's a very high IQ player. He understands his role, what his job is in a certain scheme or a certain play call, and he understands who he's going up against as well. He does a lot of like film study, that type of stuff, and looking at the guys that he's going to be going up against, going to block on a week-to-week basis. So we know how the Patriots like that as well. He's got some pass rush potential, pass protection potential, I should say, and he's pretty good in the running game too. He's just an all-around solid prospect for a mid-round guy, and he's got some swing tackle potential.
All right, and if they choose to go day 3, they wait on the offensive line, which I don't think they will. They never do, but let's say they wait, 6th, 7th round, who are we looking at?
So Trey Pipkins from Sioux Falls, right? This is a small school prospect, but he absolutely has killed the workout process. And if there's one thing that we know is that the Patriots might take a chance later in the draft, especially on one of those workout heroes, and see if Dante Scarnecchia can coach up the other things about him to kind of clean up his game a little bit. He's a big guy. He's 6'6", 6'7". He checks every single box in terms of his size measurables, workout standpoint. He's just extremely raw, and it's going to be a while before he's going to see some serious playing time.
We'll see how the Patriots attack the offensive line. Not necessarily.
Don't be mad if they take Chris Lindstrom. Please don't be mad. He's a very good player.
What would that mean? I mean, they have 2 guards under contract for the near future.
I mean, I think it would mean that Joe Thuney is probably not getting paid. Beyond this year. Obviously, he's a free agent next year. But you can't. It's a good problem to have. People, it really is. You find a spot for these guys. A guy that's as talented as Chris Lindstrom, the Patriots will find a spot. And the NFL, as we know, it changes so much year to year. You don't know the type of player that some of these guys are going to be next year or the year after that. So they'll find a spot for a guy like Chris Lindstrom.
And the other thing is, it's the one position where it really doesn't hurt to have good offensive linemen, because outside of maybe quarterback, that position more than any other. One injury and it can change your whole
Yeah.
season. So, you know, it's never a bad thing to have too many good offensive linemen. We'll see how the Patriots attack that position in the draft and how you guys attack Gavin when they take an offensive lineman in the middle of the first round. Any thoughts on this video? Leave them in the comments down below or on Twitter at PatriotsCLNS. This segment has been brought to you by betonline.ag. Visit clnsmedia.com/win and use the promo code CLNS50. For Evan Lazar, I'm Alex Barth. Thanks for watching.